everybody, I'm MajorGeneralHavoc, and welcome back to Superhero Survival. I haven't made one of these videos quite some time. I missed it a bunch. I've been quite busy lately, but I decided I'm going to make another one. So I prepped quite a bit for this video, and I have quite a few new things to show you that's happened since we've been gone. First off, my classic room, which I stored everything and I pretty much lived in, is gone. Okay, I took everything out, and surprisingly, it took a really long time. But I moved it. I moved all my storage. Okay, and I felt it fitting because I am not a superhero. I guess you could say I'm close to one, but then again, I kind of think of this as the headquarters and not a living space. So I decided I want to build my own home, and I already have the layouts for it and everything. But first, let's go ahead and choose a superhero. Today, honestly, Wolverine is one of my favorite superheroes to be. But let's see who we got. Yeah, let's use Wolverine. I don't think I've used him in a while. I feel like I say that name wrong. A lot of people tell me I usually say it wrong. Okay, Wolverine. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's go over here. Do we have audio right? Okay, good. So what I have done is I've started this, but today we're going to finish it, okay? I have started the layout of this new home, and I've added a few new additions I'll show you in just a minute. But this is the layout of the new home. Ideally, it's going to be along these lines. I might use different resources, but it's going to have a glass, just big window right here along the water, looking kind of natural. And then over here we have a basement, and this took me a while as well. But in here is where I'm storing the other superhero, all my resources. It's a bit more organized. And here I have a bunch of rhyming titles. For example, cold cobble, dead dirt, garden greens, wacky wood, random resources, fabulous food, so on. And then these other ones are just random stuff. And it's quite organized, if I do say so myself. I've got quite a lot of resources, and it was getting really cram-packed in the other room. Oops, you know, I'm going to go ahead and turn on particles. But yeah, I have not done this in quite a while, and I'm sorry about that. I've been spending time doing some other videos, but more often than not, I just haven't been recording too much. Been doing a lot of school with finals coming up and stuff. Well, finals already done for me, but I'm on to summer break, so I should have a little bit more free time. So yeah, if you're noticing here, I built this new path. I think it looks pretty stylish. I like it. I felt we were in need of a path leading into different buildings. I built these little things over here too, and I've been thinking of detailing these rooms a bit more. Maybe putting some picture frames on the pictures on the wall, something like that. I don't know. Let me know what you think of that. And then also I've got a pathway coming over here. Nothing too fancy. Just a pathway going over here, and yeah, I like it. I like it. Adds a nice little touch. Okay, so today we're gonna go ahead and build this home, and I built a lot of homes for superheroes, and I felt it's about time I built one for myself. And oh man, I wasn't using a superhero suit when I was building this earlier, moving resources, and I was getting killed so much. So for the floor, I'm thinking we're gonna use wood. Okay, so I think wood. Of course, wood will look nice, but the thing to do is to choose which wood. And also, if you notice, my inventory is a little more clean than it has been in the past. I'm trying to make it more clean because I've had this bad habit of never really emptying it out. Okay, let's see. We got some. I could put this in the garden greens. There we go. And then rare ores. Sweet. So yeah, look at it. It's so clean, my inventory. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing is we're going to use wacky wood. Now, how about we do a little mixture between oak wood and birch wood? I think that would look pretty nice, okay? And we'll add more details throughout the house. We'll use some stairs as well. Bring a crafting table. It's always useful to have a crafting table. Under random resources, I believe I have some doors. Nope. No, random resources. There we go. Yeah, I'll just grab these shiny doors because I'm a shiny man. I love shiny. So I'll be using some shiny from my doors. Wow, those animals are making a lot of noise. Oh man. If you look closely on my map, the animal's hideout is quite near to this. It's quite near. Okay. So we got our wood, and for walls, I haven't really completely determined what I want to use. I do want to use a lot of shiny. Maybe I could incorporate some nice blocks of shiny into the walls. But what do I want the walls materials to be made out of? Maybe, how about I don't want to do plain stone. How about we do some chiseled stone, okay? So what I'll do is I have quite a bit of cobble. So what I'll do is I'll start using furnaces to cook these up. I've already been cooking up some glass, and we'll see how much that gets us. And I've got some furnaces ready here. All right. So we'll get as much stone as we can, and we'll use some resources for that. But for now, let's go ahead and start working on the floor. I'm excited for this. Okay. I haven't honestly played too much Minecraft or too many games lately. But I am actually missing the survival. If you think about it, sometimes you're like, I don't really feel like doing it. But once you get into it, it's quite fun. I was having quite fun doing this. Okay. You know, I'll need my shovel. There's quite a bit of dirt here. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna grab my shovel. I have some shovels that are a bit crazy overpowered. Look at all these tools I have. So many weapons, 40 attack damage. And this ultimate shovel is so crazy. It's actually a bit hard to control it. It's so powerful. Okay, so we're gonna be using this Amethyst Shovel. Amethysts generally are good tools, and I like to kill those ants because some ants will actually grief your chests, and they just cause problems. They're up to no good in your neighborhood. Okay, so we're gonna clear this off here. But yeah, you know what? I've been doing some pretty cool activities lately, and I thought I'd tell you guys about them. Okay. Recently, first off, I think I should start with this, but one of my friends had a graduation, okay? So it was her graduation from high school. So she's going into college now. Doesn't know college yet. Anyways, it's been a lifelong friend. I've known her a really long time. And her birthday was coming up, and her sister and family told me that we would have an opportunity if we would like to. They're going to have a small little ceremony that if we would like to, we could get up and say something, we could speak, we could sing a song if we wanted, or dance or something like that, just for fun, in honor of her, in celebration of her graduation. So the idea came to mind for me to do a comedy skit, and I've always wanted to do a stand-up comedy skit. I listen to way more stand-up comedians than most people do, and just to give you an example, a few of my favorite comedians are actually there are actually a lot of really good, clean comedians. I have a tough time appreciating comedians that swear a lot. It really actually decreases the crowd. You don't get as many views being a dirty comedian. But some good comedians. My personal favorite is I like Bill Cosby. I highly appreciate Groucho Marx, if you ever heard of him. He's an old comedian, but the really cool thing about him is he was great at coming up with stuff on the spot. And then Brian Regan's another really good one. I saw him live. That was really cool. But anyway, so I've always listened to comedy. I love listening to it on Pandora. I used to listen to it all the time. I still do listen to it. I'm kind of running out of stuff to listen to. I've listened to so much. And I've picked up quite a few things from comedians. So I wanted to give it a shot. So it was my friend's graduation. Known her a long time. So I decided I would do a comedy skit about her. Meaning, like, I'd tell stories, fun stories that we've had together, because I'd known her ever since we were a little girl. So I did a stand-up comedy skit. It was a bit scary at first to write it all up and everything, but I actually did it, and there's like, I don't know, 70, 80 people that were there, and it was really cool. I got it on video, but I'm not planning on uploading it because it's just a special thing I did for my friend. But it was really, really fun experience. I got quite scared, and I almost backed out at the last moment, but I went ahead and did it, and I was really glad I did. My friend told me she liked it a lot, so that's what matters. And it was a lot of fun, surprisingly. It was a lot of fun, and I got some people to laugh, which I was very, very pleased about. So it wasn't a complete flop, and one person told me I should become a comedian after that. I'm not particularly planning on it, but it was rather fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Anyways, yeah, that was really cool. Delivering my first stand-up comedy. And do I have any more of this wood? I'm gonna need some more. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my axe. But another thing happened recently that I don't know what you guys are gonna say about it, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. Basically, for the last about year or so, I have been taking dance class. Okay, and it's a type of dance most of you probably haven't seen before. And we do dances such as swing dance, which is an older type of dance people used to do, and it's a really fun dance to do with people. And and I've been doing swing dance and, well, basically partner dancing. So you have a partner and you do fun dances together. And they're not inappropriate or anything. It's really, really fun. Because our friend owns a ballet studio, so she's been hosting this. I'm going to leave that tree there. I'm going to go grab some more wood over here with this crazy axe. But yeah, she owns this school, and so every month we've been changing. Oh, buddy, what are you doing here? We've been changing what type of dances we've been doing. So one month we did tango, another month we did swing, another time we did cha-cha, and another time we did the waltz, and we've been doing it for months, and it's actually been really, really fun. And lately we've been growing as a school, which is really cool. A strange thing about it is I'm homeschooled, and I have a lot of friends that are homeschooled, and we're pretty close. And when one of us started doing a group of my friends, we all joined in together, and surprisingly enough, to most people's surprise, there's actually more guys than girls in dance at first. Yeah, but it's really fun. We do partner dances, and it's a little awkward at first, but once you get used to it, it's just tons of fun dancing with people. So yeah, we've been doing this dance for a little while, and we had one instructor that was pretty fun, but, I mean, well, she was a good teacher, but she was kind of boring, to say the least. She was kind of boring, okay? It was still fun to do dance. It's just she knew everything except she felt like a librarian, and she kind of looked like one. Nothing bad about her. I liked her. She's a nice lady. But what happened is one day she was out of town, I believe it was, and someone had to substitute for her. So they had this guy come in and substitute for her, and immediately he was so funny, and every single person in the class just loved him. We just fell in love with him. And after that class, everyone's like, can we keep him? So we kicked out the old teacher, kept this new teacher, and we have loved him ever since. He's so great. Anyways, he happens to be a ballet teacher as well. And one day he decided it would be nice if we had an organized dance. Meaning like, we have this dance that we practice and perform together. And he said we would like go a little over time instead of the regular amount of time, and we do it for those that wanted to do it. So we started to do that, and it ended up being pas de deux. And if you don't know what pas de deux is, which I don't blame you, I didn't know for a while either. Pas de deux is basically partner ballet. Yeah. So before you know it, at first I thought it was this organized dance, and then yeah, we're doing pas de deux. And honestly, I never wanted to do ballet before in my life. I felt extremely unmanly and really weird, but I have actually been enjoying it. Surprisingly enough, it is quite fun. And I never thought I'd say that, but it's quite fun. And now but the guys and I, once we figured out it's pas de deux, you know, we're wise to what's going on, so we realize it's pretty fun, but we will not wear tights. That's our one agreement. We won't wear tights, but it's actually really fun, and I'm gonna be performing in a ballet type play. And I'm finding it enjoyable, surprisingly. Most people don't do ballet, but it's actually quite fun dancing with someone, and I like doing it. It's not too hard, and I've had an incentive to work out. So I've been doing that once a week. But the cool thing is we have dance class on Monday evening, and every single guy or girl that has come to the class has just walked away loving it. We've never had someone come that says they hate it. It's so much fun. But the cool thing, it's on a Monday, so every day there's a Monday. Most people, Sunday evening, everyone's like, oh no, here comes Monday. Gonna be so much school. But my friends and I, we're like, yes, it's Monday. It's so fun. I gotta say, I'm really loving it. I don't know. I've been thinking of maybe posting some footage of it or something. Because we do have some on video. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a picture on the screen of me. Yeah, I'll do a picture of me doing ballet. But yeah, I had an incentive to work out more, because when you go to lift someone, you don't want to go, because that either implies they're too heavy or you're too weak. But it's a lot of fun. And yeah, so I've been doing that, and lately I've been actually quite busy with a college class I've been taking, which is statistics, which has been taking a lot of work, but I had finals for that. I'm still doing other school during the summer, because I actually find it quite boring if you don't have school to do during the summer. And I'm working towards an internship, which I'll hopefully be doing. But yeah, statistics, it wasn't that hard. You just had, well, it was really hard, but I had to teach myself most of the things. The teacher wasn't too good, but I enjoyed it. I got a good grade in the class, and I find it quite applicable in real life. It's changed my thinking a lot, which is cool. But yeah, I've been busy with that as well. Just haven't really felt like recording, but yeah, I do now. And you know, I feel if I don't feel like recording, I probably shouldn't record a video because I'm not gonna come across as happy or as energetic or enjoying what's going on. So yeah, that's why I've been delaying it, and I really appreciate all of you that have been sticking around, even though I haven't been uploading too many videos. I really appreciate you guys. You're a lot of fun. Okay, I'm liking the look of this floor. I'm thinking of possibly adding in oak wood to a few places to add a nice touch to it. And in a reasonable sense, I'm not going to say I'm a super artist or anything, but in a reasonable sense, I am a decent amount artistic. I did take quite a few art classes back in the day when I was younger, and I found it actually quite helpful. Now, I'm not an incredible artist, but I understand art, and I generally know what looks good, and that helps me a lot when I'm hiring artists and whatnot. By the way, I've got some good artists if you're looking for good artists. There's quite a few good artists out there actually on the internet. It's fun to find the right ones. There's a really good one. I believe his name's Dreger. If you look through who I'm following on Twitter, there's a guy named Dreger. He doesn't have like a website to order things from him, but he's a great artist. I love his art. He's got some good prices too. I don't know. Some people out there are looking for art, so I thought I'd throw that out there. All right. I'd really love to know your guys' opinion on this. I know I'm not the perfect builder, but I'll do what I can. Okay. Put this over here. A little side note. Someone pointed out a little while back that I recently figured out and kind of surprised me. But if you look closely on in the past I had a blue type of thumbnail for my superhero survival. And that was done by the artist I forget. His name escapes my mind right now. He's a good artist, though. If you look up MajorGeneralHavoc speed art, you can probably find it. But this guy did some art for me. No, actually, the same guy did both superhero thumbnails. But recently, if you notice, I've got a bit bigger superheroes in the thumbnail that I've been using. But if you look really closely at the words, it says superhero survival. And it's so funny because I had this thumbnail for months and never realized it said superhero survival. My artist misspelled it. And I'm actually going to keep it like that because I'm not really going to bug him to redo it because that'd be a pain. And I should have pointed it out earlier. I guess he probably should have noticed that. But it's such a menial thing. You have to look really close to notice it because most of the time you read survival and well, you just don't see any regular words named survival, so you don't expect it, but it's there, and it's kind of funny. Yeah. I've got quite a few things that have been happening to me lately. I got another cool long story. I don't think I can tell it right now, though. It's a bit too long. But yeah, and then lately I've been doing a lot of the sport airsoft. I'll put a picture of me on the screen here. I don't know. This is like life stories with Tommy. Well, I've been doing a lot of airsoft. I don't know if any of you have heard of it. Most people have heard of paintball. A lot of people have heard of airsoft, but most people have heard of paintball. It's kind of like that. But the way I like to think of it, airsoft is more of a military simulation, and paintball, watch out, buddy. Paintball is more of a sport, meaning like you run around and shoot people, hide behind barriers, and try to get the best shots off and stuff. But airsoft, the type of airsoft I've been playing, as you see in the picture, we dress up like we're doing a real military simulation. It's a ton of fun. I really love it. Really love it. It's a little bit costly at first, but once you get the right gear and stuff, you're set for quite a while. And buying little plastic BBs is a lot cheaper than mine. Balls of paint. So these were starter type pillars that I put up, and they were kind of guidelines. I wanted to build my house around these. So now that these guidelines are already up, I could just build off of them. Now, I don't want to use cobblestone because I feel like I've used cobblestone a bit too much on this world. Okay, there we go. I think that gives it a nice touch. Because, I mean, like, when I talk about using too much cobblestone, it's right there. Okay. I had an interesting thing a friend pointed out to me recently. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on it. But, now, when Microsoft bought Minecraft, first off, I'd like to point this out. Microsoft bought Minecraft for $2.5 million. 2.5 billion, sorry. A bit more. $2.5 billion, which is a crazy amount of money. But what I find interesting is Google bought YouTube for $1.7 billion. So Microsoft paid more than Google paid for YouTube. And I think it's pretty obvious. I don't think Minecraft's going to make as much as YouTube did, but pretty obvious Microsoft really wanted Minecraft. You know? And then I had an interesting thing pointed out to me. I didn't think it's bad Microsoft buying Minecraft due to the fact that the people that are in charge of Minecraft, pretty much the same people. I guess Notch is gone. I like Notch a lot. But other than that, he wasn't really working on Minecraft. He had Jeb in charge, and Jeb is still there. But other than that, with the change, I was expecting it to be pretty much the same, and it seems like it's pretty much the same. But I had a friend point out that ever since Microsoft bought Minecraft, there has not been a new update. There's been a few bug patches, but other than that, there's been no new updates. And it's been taking quite a while. I mean, in the past, we'd often get a new update once a month, or once every 2 months. But I think it's been like 3 or 4 months, and we haven't gotten any update. So I don't know. Are they slowing down the updates, or Microsoft running out of money because they spent $2.5 billion on it? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think of? I know a lot of people didn't like Microsoft buying Minecraft, but I mean, I gotta say, Notch is probably one of the coolest company owners. If you don't know who Notch was, he was the creator of Minecraft. He hadn't been working on Minecraft too much, but he was just a really cool owner. Really concerned about his customers, always trying to make the best product possible. So actually, I ended up making a lot more progress than I thought I would, and I'll show you it. Okay, so here we go. This is my nice new cozy home. Okay, so we come in here. We got our nice double door for protection. If I step in these pressure plates, they'll open as well. Come on in here. And here we have, and it's kind of bare bone. It's not too fancy yet, but this is kind of the living room for people to hang out with, or guests worthy to come over. And then in here we have the kitchen. Now I know this doesn't look too much like a stove, but it's the best I could do for now. And then we got some shelves for food. Then we've got our refrigerator. Nice picture of Creeper right there. And then we got our beautiful view. It's a beautiful view. I saw some monsters just swimming by, and I felt nice and safe in here, which is rather nice indeed. And then you come in here, and here is my personal room. I've got some shiny on the wall. Crafting bench, which is kind of serving as my nightstand. And a chest with the necessities. And a nice painting and my computer. So, yeah, this is my nice new cozy home. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You have a great day, and I'll see y'all later in the next episode.